how to kick a football is very important when it comes to a football game. As you know, if you score a touchdown, you can get a 1 point off of it, or even if you, even if your team or the team that you're playing for or the team that you're rooting for, just doesn't make it into the end zone, you can score 3 points off of it. But there's also many ways to kick a field goal besides just like making points, and that is off of a kickoff, onside kick, or even kicking field goal like I'm going to demonstrate here. Now, when you are kicking a football, the things that you're going to have is obviously a kicking stand and a football. Starting it off, setting up, now when you're in a game, it's going to be kind of different because you won't have like a kicking stand. You'll actually have a person that is on the ground holding the ball for you. But when you're setting up to kick it, you're going to have your left foot on the left side of the football. Now when you're kicking, now the spacing between the football and your left foot, it won't really matter until like you actually kick it. Like for example, when I just like line up now, it won't matter. But you mostly want to have it about like 5 inches between the football and your left foot, and then with your right foot, it doesn't really matter where it is. I mean, you can have. I like to set up like this, so my foot is in the position as kicking a football, but it doesn't really matter where it is. It can be all the way out here. It's just mostly your preference. Now kicking an actual football is the most important part because it decides whether you make it or not. Now the most important part is obviously kicking the football, but where you kick it, and this results in accuracy and power. And most NFL players and professional kickers kick it about 3 to 4 inches above the bottom of the football. So it'll be about in this general area for the best kicking power and kicking accuracy for making a field goal. Now obviously it matters of where your foot is, because for example, when I kicked it the first time, it went to the left, and it's about, now that was because my foot was mostly on this side, and how I kicked the football, my foot was side of it, so it spins. So it matters of where your foot is at that exact time. And that brings me to my next thing, where your foot is when you're kicking a football. It's almost like kicking a soccer ball and just kicking it vertically, like kicking it vertically with your foot like this. But it's also it's halfway in between kicking it vertically with your foot and kicking it horizontally like a soccer ball. Almost it's kind of in the middle between that, like a 45-degree angle, where you're like a 45-degree angle between those two. In the middle of that is mostly where how you want to kick a football, and most professionals kick it that way. So that is the main steps of how to properly kick the football. Now, actually setting up for it. So as I said, you want to have your foot I would say half foot, 5 inches, 6 inches away from the football. And then, as I said, it doesn't really matter where your foot is. I like to be like this, so I am looking at the field goal, where I'm gonna aim for. And then when you're next step of setting it up, you're going to take 3 steps back when you're setting it up. Now I like to call them 3 comfortable steps. I've watched a lot of NFL like kickers, professional kickers. Like to call it that because they don't like to like stretch back because it's uncomfortable. So they like to take 3 comfortable steps back like this, and then I like to kind of like line myself up so I know where I'm kicking. Now I'm not directly in like the center of the field goal, but that all depends on how I kick the football. Then after you take your 3 comfortable steps back, depending on if you kick the football with your left or right foot, now in my case I kick the football with my right foot, so I might take 2 steps to the left. Now of course 2 comfortable steps to the left. Now of course if you're kicking with your left, you'd take 2 steps to the left, but in this case I am a right-footed kicker, so I take 2 steps to the left. Now after you've taken these 2 steps to the left, you will kind of see this line from your foot, from your 2 feet to the football. This line, like this. So this line is kind of where you're going to, the line that you're going to kick the football. So you're going to like use that line to kick the football. Now I don't know how you would call like a light jog or something, but like jogging up and then kicking. Most kickers don't like sprint up here when they're kicking it, just because they like to, take their time. But then once you have done your 3 steps back, 2 steps to the left, you are basically ready to kick your football. You got your line that you see through, and then when you do kick, you're going to lightly jog. You're going to plant your left foot, like 6 inches to the left of the football, as I said, and then you're going to have your foot at almost at like a 45-degree angle, and you are going to hit the ball. You like to hit the ball, as I said, 3 to 4 inches, and mostly almost the lowest you can hit it, just to get it up. And obviously there's going to be an offense and defensive line, so you're going to want to get it above them so your kick doesn't get blocked. So you're going to take 3 steps back, 2 steps to the left, and then you're going to kick your football when you're ready. And that is how you kick a football.